Hi, hello. It is a Friday, and I took a long weekend. I took Friday and Monday off because it's my birthday, and I thought it would be fun to maybe just record things and keep a record of what 25-year-old Harrison was thinking. My birthday's on Monday, so I have this whole weekend to, I guess, no, that sounds bad, to wrap up and conclude the first 25 years of my life. So I thought it'd be fun to just do a long form vlog, but also maybe like self-therapy on aging, you know? So initially I planned like a POV You Are My Therapist video, but I feel like that train has like passed because I felt those emotions like 2-3 weeks ago and I'm kind of over it. And you know, if I wanted that video, I should have filmed it, but now I think we can incorporate that into like a birthday vlog of me just celebrating it solo. And I was gonna make a joke about how, you know, like, oh, like I'm all alone for my birthday, like I'm used to it. But then I feel like that's also unfair to like my friends and family that have celebrated my birthday in the past, and I feel like that would just be like me being in like a sad bag that I put myself in, you know? So we're going to celebrate this birthday solo by choice, because frankly I feel like my birthdays are like usually traumatizing, because one time in elementary school I was in a program where like they shipped us off one day a week to another school to do some like extracurricular work or whatever, and they shipped me off on my birthday and people didn't find out. So then like the whole day of my birthday, no one wished me happy birthday. So that was a little traumatizing. And so I think from that point I hated my birthday, but also I just don't like attention, which is ironic because I am putting a lot out there on the internet. So let me just get my AeroPress ready. So I have physical therapy in a bit, and basically I'm growing old, but I have physical therapy. Then I have some interviews because I'm chasing bag, and then I want to try and get one workout in while the gym in my apartment is empty, and then maybe just do dinner. But I kind of want to make this like a fun vlog of me just like doing random shit around New York City for my birthday, because I feel like I want to go out and explore the city one last time before it gets cold. Not before anything drastic happens, but I think it would be fun to just look back on this video years down the line and either appreciate that I documented everything or like make fun of myself for being in a mood, you know? Hello, I promised to check in after physical therapy, so I am back home, I am showered, I am ready for my interviews. I have some yogurt with me to hopefully hold me over because the interviews are scheduled. It's 4 interviews, 2 hours for the whole duration through lunchtime. So I'm gonna be hungry. Hopefully this is enough, but whatever. It is what it is. I could have ate breakfast earlier, but whatever. I'm gonna do some last minute prepping. My interview starts, my first one starts in 45 minutes. So I'm just gonna use the next 40-ish minutes to gather some questions that I want to ask, go through my resume, make sure like I know my story, and it'll be what it'll be. At minimum, this is good interviewing practice, so I don't care, which actually I think is a very privileged spot to be in or emotion to feel, because like I don't need this job. I'm simply interviewing to chase the bag. You know, if I don't get it, I'm gonna get a raise in a few weeks anyways, and so it's like not the end of the world for me, which is great, but I'm feeling okay. Hello, I am back. It is now 2.5, 3 hours after my interviews. I tried to film my thoughts right after the interview, but like my brain was like oven baked and then seared, so it made no sense. So I had to go out and get some food. I'm just showing you a brown bag. It's healthy, like new age Mexican food. I had it before, it's really good. So I'm excited to eat my food and get some sustenance. I'm finally eating lunch at 2:30. Let's take it one step at a time. Let me just go through the interview and like my thoughts. It was 4 interviews over 2 hours, each 30 minutes. I think I did okay. It was like 3 behavioral, like tell me about yourself and like what would you do in these situations? Tell me about a time. And I think I had really good examples. I answered them pretty thoroughly. I did fumble in like one case interview. I think I fumbled the case interview a little bit, but at the end of the day, I think I was able to display my logic and thinking. But it is now out of my hands, so I'm gonna let it go. I will say though, a part of me is like, I hope they reject me because imposter syndrome. And like, Harrison, why would you go through 2 hours of interviews just to get rejected, you know? Well, I talked to like 4 people and mukbang time! I got like a steak burrito. It's so good. I mentioned this morning that I want to incorporate like a therapy session into these videos, and maybe I'll like give y'all bite-sized pieces as we go throughout the weekend. I have my handy dandy notebook. One of the pages has just bullet points of just like where my mental state has been for the past couple of weeks. So let's talk about it. So my plan for after lunch is to go to the gym and try and see if I can get like an empty gym, because I hate it when people are up in the gym, because I hate it when like people are all up in my space. But I'm kind of in my fitness zone, and it stems from my mental state because I've never liked the way my body looked, and I feel like a lot of my confidence and insecurities stem from my body, right? Like I joke that, you know, if I didn't have a hot body and like I'm not hot, I at least have my brain that will, you know, bring me success or like make me a lot of money. But the fact that I'm getting rejected from like a lot of places and don't really know where my career is going, and like my brain like isn't valued by these companies. It's like, okay, I don't have the body, but at least I have the brains. No, like I also don't have the brains. And then I was also like, okay, well, if I don't have either, at least I have money, but bitch, I am poor. So, you know, what do I have in this world? Oh, I forgot to mention, one of the rules is if I am going to share my traumas on the public internet, I am allowed to talk about it from a point of how I've been thinking about it, but also I have to practice positive talk to myself, because negative talk is not conducive to growth, and I will not be exploiting my mental state if I can't grow from it. So I hate my body, but I've been really good and diligent for the past like 3-4 months of just going to the gym, sometimes every day for like a whole week, but at minimum 4 times a week. And like I do at least 40 minutes to an hour of weightlifting or cardio. So I'm very proud of myself. That's all I can say. I'm still fat as hell, and like things don't fit very well for me, but I think the saving grace is like I'm noticing muscle gains, and like sometimes when I'm looking in the mirror, I'm just like, damn, these shadows did not exist before. So there's progress being made. I think now I just need to like do more cardio and like eat less shitty food. So that's where we are with my body image. This shit is so good. So we kind of talked about imposter syndrome and physical appearance, but I think one thing too, let's maybe dive into like imposter syndrome and career trajectory. I don't know how to explain it, but another thing that's on my mind is so it just really got me thinking, like I could stay in my current job and move up the ranks easily. Like I used to think it was like this mythical beast, but like really if you just sell your soul and like don't have a life outside of work and just like don't have hobbies, it's easy to like make it to C-suite. Like it really is nothing special, because you can make a lot of money if you just sold your soul, easy. But like I don't want to end up like that, I don't think. So it's like for the past like few months I've been looking for like new jobs to try and like move up the ladder, like make more of an impact. But like, am I looking for the right things? Am I making sure that like I'm putting my health first and not like some corporation that's gonna like chew me and like spit me out and like make me not want to live anymore? So much to think about. That's where I am mentally. And I think part of it is also because like at this point in my financial journey, just to keep this short, I have enough money invested to where if I just let it sit, I don't invest in more money and let it sit for the next 40 years, at 65, I will have 2 million, or at the very minimum, I will have like $1 million. And for a lot of people, like that's enough to like live off of for the rest of your life after retirement. So at this point, it's like, I truly don't need more money. It's just, what do I want? Like, do I want more money to retire earlier, or do I want to like not hate my Monday through Friday, you know? I made a critical error. I should not have eaten the full burrito, before wanting to go to the gym. So now I am stuck digesting for the next 30 to 45 minutes. Oh no. So as you can see, it is dark outside. I did not get to the gym early while it was empty. In fact, I got to the gym at like 5:40 because I took a nap and I woke up and procrastinated. I was like, maybe I shouldn't go because I already did physical therapy, which is like a workout in itself. Like, it is not easy, but I was like, okay, whatever. As soon as I go to the gym and get back, my weekend officially starts, which is true. So I got a full body workout in. I think I took an hour, so pretty standard. And I got some foam rolling in too. I'm currently foam rolling my quads because my knee is fucked up, and my physical therapist was like, you should foam roll. It's like gonna be your best friend while you're in the healing process. So I did that. So the plans for the rest of the night is shower, and then either someone hits me up to go get drinks, which kind of don't want to do, or I order in and play some video games and pretend that I don't exist in the real world, but in the internet world. So this is my Friday. So I didn't wake up early like I planned. I woke up at 9, but then looked out the window and it was raining, and it was supposed to rain for the whole morning. So I was like, let me just, and then I woke up at 11 to get ready to go out because it was lunchtime and I was starting to get hungry. So first thing I did in the morning was not conducive to my mental health. I put on my jeans and they were tight, and I was like, damn, should I just stay in and not go outside? But then I was like, fuck it, I want my sushi. So I went and got sushi, and it was really good. I didn't film it because the chef was like doing his little thing in front of me, so I was like, I don't want to make it awkward, so not gonna film. So sorry, very boring vlog. But then right afterwards, I started to walk around and started hitting up some of the thrift shops that I had planned. There was like a lot of stuff going on outside. There was like a little thrift bazaar going on in like a parking lot, and then they closed down like a block or two for some type of festival or like some food thingy. It was packed. So I just walked by. I think I went to like 4 thrift stores and found some cute things, but I didn't buy them because I was like, 1, I don't really need them. 2, they're not exactly what I'm looking for. And then 3, I feel like body dysmorphia is like kicking in because I picked out some like large and extra larges. I was like, damn, I'm still gonna look fat in this. So I just did not buy anything, but I feel like that's successful because I feel like I scratched the shopping itch without having to spend money, without having to buy anything. So we're back home now, and then I made myself some matcha. I walked by like a matcha cafe. I was like, I want matcha, but then I did not want to pay $7 for some matcha when I had matcha that is not being used at home. So I have some matcha. Ooh, I also stopped by like a little museum at the Fashion Institute of Technology. They were doing this like rose exhibit. It was cute. I don't know. I'm not that into high fashion, so thankfully it was free and I didn't have to pay anything. That's the only reason why I went in there. And then I got some like videos, like, shh, don't tell anyone, you're not supposed to film in there, only photos. But I snuck in some video so I could just put in this little vlog. But then headed home, made some matcha, and I think I'm gonna chill for like an hour-ish and then go to the gym and then think about dinner. And then I feel like that's gonna be the rest of the day. I'm back from the gym. I did a Saturday gym session. Oh my god. Who is she? She's a fitness freak now. So I ordered some sushi and ramen, and you're probably like, more sushi? You just had sushi this morning. Shut up. It is my birthday weekend and we got stuff to talk about. So another thing that's been on my mind is like, I want to experience things. As in like, I should travel and see the world and, I don't know, like nurture my brain and expand my horizons more, because like I have not traveled since college really. I studied abroad, and that whole semester I was just traveling everywhere, up and down, all the way all around Europe. Basically since then I only went to Belize to do some voluntourism. We're not gonna talk about it, but I really haven't traveled since then. Like I haven't even traveled in the States other than to like work. I really should travel more. I know that like COVID kind of killed all of like travel plans for everyone, but I'm kind of just like in the mood where, because I haven't traveled, I just feel kind of stale. And that's not to say that you have to travel to feel alive or anything, but it's something I like to do. So that's like one aspect of it. I think the overarching thing is I feel like I close myself off to experiences because I just spend all day and all night at home. Period. That's what's on my mind. Is there anything positive I can say about it? I'm saving money. Like, that's it. But I feel like now that I am in a more financially stable and kind of independent place in my life, I really should be investing in experiences. Like, okay, now I'm investing in my fitness. Like, why not invest in my brain in some way or form? And then like jumping on to like another thing too, I guess going back to like the career thing, what's on my mind right now is like, I feel a little stagnant. I don't know if you can hear, this is New York City. As in, I'm still progressing my career, but it's not, I don't know if it's what I want to do. Like, I can just stay here and get promotions over and over and over until I make $1 million a year, but is it what I want? So I've been really thinking about, should I get some certificates? Should I do like a boot camp? Should I go back to school and get a master's? Really, my day-to-day job does not allow me to grow in the way I want to. I think everything's like feeling stagnant, right? So like I haven't been able to travel, stagnant. I have not been in a relationship, and I haven't really dated over COVID either, so stagnant. I've gotten fatter, so body image issues, like stagnant, going negative. So that is what is on my mind. I think that's like my whole trauma list for now. I'm gonna go shower and wait for my food, and ooh, I'm gonna start reorganizing my clothes because it's getting cold and all my winter stuff is packed away. So I'm gonna get that out, put away my summer stuff, and then play video games. I don't think I really did that yesterday, so I'm gonna spend all night playing video games. And will I feel bad? No, because it is my birthday and I took time off and I like playing video games, so I will play video games and not feel guilty. Fuck, it's a Sunday. It is now, oh, it's 4:20 p.m. on a Sunday, and I woke up at noon, and I was like, kind of wasted today. I thought I'd wake up early, go to the gym, maybe go to the grocery store, and then now it's like 4:20 and I feel like it's too late to do any of that, so I'm not even gonna bother. And I feel like this gets me to my final topic that has been on my mind. It's about wasting time. Let me just explain what I mean. I feel like every month I have this like day where I do nothing, which is fine. You don't have to be productive every day, but then I feel at the end of the day, I'm just like, I wasted an entire day, and I feel like every month that passes, I haven't done anything, I haven't made progress in life, and it just feels like a waste of time, and I feel like a waste of space, and it's not healthy. And I think like that really stems from just like me not knowing what I want out of my life. So I just go through the motions to survive every single day, and that's all I can do. But I'm not really working towards anything. I'm not making progress. So it just feels like I am wasting away, essentially. But I feel like that's not the best way to ring in a next year of my life. Like, today's the last day. I will be closer, technically, well, tomorrow I will be closer to 30 for sure than 20. And even though, you know, that like midpoint has already passed, being 25 versus 26 really kind of cements it in my head. So I guess let's reflect on some positive things that have happened in my life. So I think for the most part, I can be really proud of not growing up super rich, but now like I get to live in like this luxury high rise with floor to ceiling windows. While that's very surface level and like it doesn't add anything to my life, in the grand scheme, it still feels like some type of achievement, not like being stuck in Mesquite, Texas anymore, you know? So, I mean, we can be proud of that. Every 3 to 4 years, I have this like growth spurt. The first very like visible example of that was in high school, freshman, sophomore year, was kind of like in my own bag, doing my own thing, kind of shy, not really talking to anyone. And then like, as I got to like junior, senior year, that's when I felt like I really blossomed and like became someone. And then same thing happened in college. I kind of like reverted back to being like really shy because I was surrounded by like super smart people, and like they were hot and like smart, and like I was neither. I just kind of like reverted. What's the psychological term? Is it reverting? Regressing. I regressed to be like a less developed person. But then again, once junior and like senior year came around, and like I kind of got settled with like, hey, like I have like a career job. I don't have to worry about finding a job. I'm graduating with a pretty good GPA. I'm graduating graduating with a decent degree and I'm going on to a job. And then like within two years, basically, I started making 6 figures, which never in my mind when I lived in Mesquite, Texas, did I ever think I would be making that kind of money, living in New York City and not really worrying about money anymore. Also the fact that like, I've been obsessed with like retiring for a while because I just knew that kind of working like sucked. And the only real way to like be free and be supported was to retire, whether it's like normal retirement or just like early retirement. So I've been obsessed with retiring. So like, I don't think 18-year-old me would have actually like been able to imagine 25, almost 26-year-old me saying that like, I have enough money to where I don't need to invest and I will retire as a millionaire or multimillionaire at the age of 65 if I don't like invest anymore. So like, I'm pretty much done. I mean, you could say like I'm pretty much done with, you know, having to save money until I am for the next 40 years, which is like really crazy. So, you know, we love all of that. I've seen a lot of the world, I think more so than most people. So like, I'm very privileged in that sense. Oh, I had like a decent childhood. Like I wasn't abused or anything. And like, not to make this like the trauma Olympics or anything, right? But it's just like, there are a lot of things to be thankful for. So at the end of the day, like when I look at my current problems versus kind of the macro story of my entire life, it doesn't compare. So like that kind of makes me feel a little bit better. But then now I'm just like, where do I want to take my life? And that is a discussion for future Harrison. So I think we'll just end the video here, call it a little weekend vlog. Let's move on with our lives. I feel like I'm still gonna like, what's the word? Ruminate through these feelings and thoughts and emotions for like the next few months while I try to improve myself. But also, wait, also, I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I'm at a turning point of life. Okay, you know when people get high on shrooms and they're like, they have like this revelation. I kind of want to do that one day. They have this revelation about their lives and like it breaks their circular thinking and allows them to like really understand like why they're in this like circular negative path. They break it up and then they're able to like kind of iron it out and then essentially create new neurons to move forward in life. And I feel like I'm kind of hitting that point of I'm breaking out of like this like circular thinking. So like for one, going to the gym, I think that's like a very big thing. And like I think that has a lot to do with it too. But like there was never a point in my life where I would exercise even twice a week. If I had to exercise, it's like, I'll do it on a Friday and like, that's it. And now the fact that like I am looking forward to the gym, maybe not today because it's a lazy Sunday, but like I'm looking forward to, on the grand scheme of things, like make progress in being able to lift heavier, being able to be on the elliptical for longer at a higher difficulty setting. Like I'm looking forward to those things now is like saying a lot. And also like at the beginning of this video, I mentioned I feel stagnant in my career. I was like, maybe I like need to do like a master's or whatever. But then like I have plans on doing a basic entry-level certificate, but that's like still progress, right? Like I feel like that's like not something I would have thought to do or like even considered or thought was possible a few years ago, right? Can I really balance a job and education at the same time? But like, damn, me at 25, 26 is like, hey, if you want it, you gotta do something about it. So this is me kind of like, I think I am on the path to breaking out of my like negative cycles and actually doing something about what I don't like in my life. At least there's that. You know, I wonder if anything will come out of it or I'll hit like a roadblock and then I'll kind of like demotivate myself. So like for one thing, I know for like fitness, I'm gonna have to go home this holiday season and if I cannot lose weight, my family will be like, you looking fat? And I will be like, you right? And then I will self-sabotage and no longer go to the gym because I look fat and all that effort and I still look fat. So, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm gonna hit some roadblocks and what am I gonna do from there? But that's for tomorrow, next week, next month, Harrison, to think about. What I know to be true at the end of 25 going into 26 is I am hitting a pivotal point of I am taking action on things that I don't like about myself, about my life, albeit slowly, but I'm still making an effort and like putting in that work. That's all there is. We will cut the video here. My roommates are coming back, I think tonight from their trip. So I feel like that's kind of like the end of me being able to speak into the void. Thank you for watching. Come back. And also happy birthday to me.